Welcome back to Fish Food, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions 5, Warriors of the Faith. And unfortunately, I have some bad news. We skipped about a turn and a half because in the last episode, I had some audio difficulties and my mic wasn't recording. For those of you who watched my Uruk series, you'll remember when this happened in that series as well, as I am recording these two series simultaneously, but hopefully I'll be able to catch you up and get you up to speed with where we are. It is early winter in the year 5 of the Ascension Wars, and we are summoning asp turtles as if there is no tomorrow, because there might not be. Fingar was the victim of an assassination attempt. Okay, this is a Rylai Starchild, which I believe is a hybrid human and illithid. And he's going after Fingar, who is an Ysian druid. Okay, he's making himself ethereal while Fingar is making himself strong. Okay, now he's making himself lucky. We can move this a little faster, I think. And it looks like Fingar managed to survive. Good luck, buddy. Excellent. Alright, battle in Oceania. They are sallying forth to try to break our siege. Will they succeed? Well, they have some Tritons. They have some Algae Men. They have some Ictatars. And some sea dogs. We have a very spread out line of marrow, which prevents flanking, so I'm happy about that. And we also have Thalassa, just in case things go a little crazy. She can pretty much end this one. We do have one Morvok Knight in there, too. Poor Thalassa can't even get into the battle. There she is. She's going to go lay waste to their... Whoa. Okay, she decided to leave the leaders alone and just kill some random Tritons. And it looks like she's doing her thing. So what happened there, really? We took out 65 of their 76 units and only lost 8 of our own. Fantastic. Black Gorge. We are attacking the armies of Pelagia. This is Sally. And Sally's up against some province defense. I'm not too worried about it, and neither is Sally. Alright, Soth Bever. We're attacking Rylai. Alright, now see, I was trying to get cute here. I thought all they had was province defense. So even though this army is nothing really to look at, it's just a bunch of marrow, I thought, well, they could defeat some province defense. But unfortunately, they cannot defeat this giant, monstrous army that is arrayed against them. So many marrow will die, and also this relief army that was heading to help our forces that are currently besieging the throne, unfortunately is not going to make it. However, I will say they acquitted themselves quite well, and had they just not broken, which something our marrow tend to do often, they would have won the battle. Sea of Rond, we were being attacked by Pelagia. They're not attacking with much, and we have a lot of monsters to dissuade them, so I'm pretty sure we won this one. And we did. They're also attacking us in the Shadow Sea. That is quite a large Pelagian army, and they're actually taking a lot of plays out of our own book. They have asp turtles experienced. Asp turtles, okay. And sea serpents as well. Tritons of all flavors and varieties. Some ichthyids. We do have an elemental. We have our own asp turtles. We have multiple elementals. This army is being currently led by Princess Zelda, who is probably our most accomplished Morgan princess at this point. We don't have too many of them. Most of our Morgans are just champions. And it looks like we're doing a lot of good magical spells. I'm not sure what our Marrow are doing. They're kind of dancing back and forth. Our Nymphs, what few Nymphs we have, are leading the charge here. And some Trolls, even. We have an Ethereal Asp Turtle here, although he, unfortunately, is blocked from really getting involved in the battle. I sure wish the AI would learn how to move to the right and left, because this Asp Turtle could be quite effective had he just kind of swam around and tried to attack these guys. Unfortunately for us, he isn't. And now their Asp Turtles are attacking us, although we just took out one with Frozen Heart, and unfortunately, it looks like our troops are fleeing. Well, no, some still fight. Some fight on, including our Ethereal Asp Turtle, who's now fighting some Shamblers. Looks like we just did some Earth Meld. Unfortunately, Princess Zelda is very close to the battle lines now that her Marrow have abandoned her. I'm over these Marrow. I will say, after playing this series, I'm incredibly disappointed with how often they flee. It's funny because their morale is actually pretty good on paper. Like 15, 16 morale with the Helmet of Heroes is not a bad morale, but they flee constantly. It does, however, look like we won the battle. Unfortunately, it was a Pyrrhic victory because all of our best troops are fleeing. Why do we have Morvox just chilling around here? Maybe they were in the back and... oh, I don't know. But anyway, let's take a look at this. This was rough. So we killed 253 of their 322 troops. Most of their leaders got away. We only took out one Amber Clan mage, unfortunately. Everyone else made it out. However, the same can be said for us, but we lost 25 of our 189. So you would think on paper here that we really did well in this battle. But if you look at this, pretty much everyone retreated. 112 units dispersed and retreated, of which only 79 made it back to friendly territory. So we'll discuss what the plan is there after this, because we were going to use this army, if you'll recall, to take another throne. Okay, we are attacking Oceania in Hippocampus Fortune. Now, this is a fortress. We're just here to put it under siege. We have no intention of actually storming it, and we're going to win without much trouble here. We lost 2 Ysian infantries. Okay, Pelagia versus Relay in the High Ocean. I wish they would attack each other with the humongous armies that they attack me with. That would certainly be nice. Looks like Relay took it that time. Relay is the bigger threat for us, so I'd actually like to see Pelagia win a couple battles. Alright, the Grandfather, we're attacking Relay. This is an interesting army. It's not led by a Morgan. It's actually led by R10 here. And looks like our boy Snip Snip. Alright, interesting. Yeah, I think we got this one, though. And we do. Alright, Blue Desert. Pelagia once again trying to attack Relay, and again with nothing. Neither one of them have anything, so let's just see. Let's see which of these two pathetic armies will actually win. And it looks like Pelagia, believe it or not. But then we come in, we're trying to attack Relay in Blue Desert, but instead Pelagia is there. But, you know, they're both our enemies, so... This is our crew of Morvox. We have... I really hate Pelagia, so she must be really glad that Pelagia actually took the province and she's not fighting Relay. There's Ife, and there's Revenge. Actually, there's someone else here besides Revenge. There's Revenge and Blathnate, which doesn't sound as vengeful as Revenge. But yeah, we're going to just destroy them here because that's 6 Morvox or Morgan champions. Okay, alright. We missed 2 of them, but we have so many. Grey Mountains, we got an enchanted helmet and some air gems. Ogwoods, we have some unrest and some magic. Dagathia, we have Geth, the Amber Clan mage. We took out 2 Relay spies. Oceania has been breached. Hippocampus Fortune is being put under siege. Cursed Water has been breached. Shadow Sea is repairing the fort. That's the one that Zelda was at. So let's take a quick look and summarize what I'm doing here. I'm building a temple in Sea of Woe, because as you know, our Dominion is pretty pathetic. I'm moving all of this amazing army here, Baron, Sally, and Aild, over to Ivermark, because as I've mentioned many times before, the Morgan are especially good on land. Meanwhile, I'm trying to do whatever I can to put together the fragmented army. I was going to say army, and I've been saying army throughout this LP, but wouldn't it, I guess, technically be navy? Or is it only a navy if it's above the sea, like boats? I don't know. But anyway, Princess Zelda is here with like nothing. Okay, she has this really scaled down army, and we are surrounded by huge armies of our enemies. And no way out. As you can see here, we're surrounded by our enemies in every way. So, I had to make a choice. Now, unfortunately, the best choice would probably be to go back to Blue Desert, where we have all of these Morgan. But that would leave these poor people behind. And there are a lot of our troops here. In fact, we're leaving a bunch behind anyway. So instead, we decided to all go to the faraway sea. Zelda's going to go here. All the Morgans, basically everyone is going to go and meet up here. Somebody is heading to the south. I don't remember which one of these are doing that. But I've had to make some choices here because these Morgan are great and all, and they've been our staples throughout this campaign in terms of raiding, but they don't take on armies this large. They're more for taking lightly defended provinces, province defense, that kind of thing. But we're going to put everyone together in Faraway Sea, and then the plan is to try to take Cerulean Sea, and then we'll be back into our lands, and Zelda will head on up to Green Sea, where we have a whole bunch of troops amassing for her. Thalassa is going to storm Oceania by herself. We'll see how she does. I mean, she has a good track record. She's already taken 2 castles, so what's one more? Zelda's steward is just hanging out by himself in Sothalar. His job really is just to make sure that we keep this under our dominion. Someone really should build a temple there at some point, too. Most of the army here in Ivanmoor can't leave their island, so we're happy just to leave them be. In the Cursed Water, we are going to storm it. There is a lot of complications here. Sothbever, if you'll recall, is where we lost that huge army of Marrow. That would have been very helpful in this. But so here's the problem. This army is large enough to take the fortress. This army is also large enough to defeat all comers if we get attacked by one of these 3 armies. I'm not as confident if they all 3 work together, and I'm definitely not as confident if we storm the fortress and get attacked in the same turn. Right now we're laid out for storming, so we have our Asp Turtles and our Morvoks right at the front. So if we get attacked by a large force, I'm sure we'll beat them, but we might lose enough of our front runners to make storming the fort a difficult endeavor, especially because there's mostly dispossessed spirits and long dead, which means our magical weapons of our Morvoks are very necessary here. Relay's doing a great job of forting up. I'm not screwing around with these guys under Captain Catfish. He's heading into safe territory all the way up there to reinforce. We're leaving Ironwood Forest alone because troglodytes wreck Marrow. And that's about that. We are slowly, yes, it's not a fast nation, we're slowly making our way here toward Boat Eater, but I pretty much suspect that they won't be able to do much to stop us here, except it will be heavily in R'lyeh's dominion, which will not make our troops very happy, but we have a lot going on here. We have another Ocean Queen, we have a Bishop Fish, we have tons of troops, we have gemmed up commanders who can cast amazing spells, so I think we're going to be okay. Alright, let's end the turn. We're close to victory, but at the same time, victory can be snatched from our grasp with bad decisions on my part, and perhaps storming this fortress with the throne is a bad decision. It's not going to win us the game. It's not going to give us enough points for that. We need another throne on top of that. So perhaps we're being too hasty, and we should have just kind of sat on it for a while. But we'll see. We'll see. Wow, 99 rounds. That means 100 rounds. That means the battle didn't actually end. 119. Actually, I don't know how long the battles go. That's really interesting. Okay. A report from the Broken Land. Flame bolts. Not great. Battle in Ivermark. Okay. Our Morvox should have no trouble here. But we'll see. There are a lot of priests here, but they're stupid little priests, so I'm not expecting too much trouble here. Let's hope for a Morvox romp. Yeah, that's pretty rompy. Let's see if we can get some of those priests before they get away into the castle. They are some of the fastest priests I have ever seen. So we did win. And that was a lot of fun. But, okay, Shadow Sea, that was the fort. So, it was conquered by R'lyeh, but then it looks like Pelagia jumped in. Hopefully with a large army this time. Oh, thank goodness. And R'lyeh just got done losing to us. So we're actually in good shape now. If Pelagia and R'lyeh are going to spend themselves fighting each other, especially over a throne, that is putting us in a good position. Good job, Pelagia. Blue Desert, however, they are attacking us. Hopefully they'll fail. It's an okay army. And that's not so good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do we not have a commander here? Or any province defense? I gotta check and see where Blue Desert was. Oh, you know what? It might have been that place where we left those poor units behind. I didn't think we had a troll there, though. I don't know about this one. I don't know. We might be able to win this. We should be able to win this, but... Okay, those Tritons getting behind our lines are definitely not a good thing. But we managed to win. That was kind of a chaotic battle. White Lake. Okay, this one also, I really don't know how this one's going to go. We stopped their flanking attack. And we managed to defeat them in this one. Okay, Sea of Rond. And I'm pretty sure we won this one as well. And we did. Okay. Alright, we're attacking R'lyeh in the faraway sea. Not a bad little force here. So this is our put-together force just trying to protect Zelda as best we can and get her back to safety, although she's backed up by a ton of Morgans, so I think we've got this one. Let's just see how it looked, though. Alright, we did it. We didn't lose anything. We have exactly 100. That's cool. Our champions took out 11 on their own. Yeah, this was pretty much a Morvox game. So we're safe for the moment. Then we have 2 Fortress Storms. Okay, this one is going to be the most tense. So we're going to save this one for later. Let's look at Oceania first. Let's look at Thalassa and see if she does what she needs to do. So first she's going to summon water power. Then she's going to liquidize herself. There's a lot of mages here, though. I'm seeing a lot of spells. Alright, so if you'll recall, I gave Thalassa the statue breaking item. Moss Body. Enlarged. Size 6 statue of the underworld. A lot of death magic. We could probably see some skelly spam. This might be a tall order for Thalassa, actually. I don't know why, but it didn't seem like there were this many people there. Well, let's see what she can do. Alright, here she comes. We can speed it up a bit, otherwise it's going to take forever. She does have the Breath of Winter, so people who try to attack her are going to get frozen. But she's... Unfortunately, she can only... I thought she had a Frost Brand. No, that's right. We took the Frost Brand away, so she can only attack one thing at a time, although she does have the Dancing Trident. So, but she still has perfect fatigue. She still has all of her hit points. And she does have fear. So unless something crazy happens, the problem is she's just so slow. Right? Because she can only attack one thing at a time. I mean, I designed her to take out their god, but if she never actually gets to their god, then, you know, that sucks. In fact, this might be the battle that went to 120 rounds. Because, yeah, he's just skele spamming now. There's no way Thalasso's going to get through all this. Just look at the sheer mass here of skeletons. This is insane, and he's just going to keep going for... What's wrong with you people? Why are you all green? I guess it's all your moss body. Although, luckily for us, he is fatigued out, but not by a lot. He has so much death magic that he can pretty much skele spam forever. So this is a problem. This is definitely a problem. What makes me curious is if Thalassa will actually die, because she's eventually going to have to retreat. And when you retreat, you lose a little bit of your defense. But she is just rocking these guys. So I guess that's one way to stop a super combatant, is to just skele spam them into infinity. I'm actually not very sure what we can do to defeat this guy. I'm wondering if we should even try. I'm wondering if we should just keep the castle under siege and move on, because there's not a throne there, or anything that we really want. And even our biggest army can't take an infinite number of skeletons. We might lose Thalassa here. I'm keeping an eye on how many people are behind her. Yeah, she's routed. So now she's just trying to escape. And as you can see, she's down now to 67. Or maybe she always had that, because I don't see any red here. And of course, skeletons don't have fear, so her fear effect isn't doing her any good. I think this is just going to go on forever. So she ended up killing 258 of them. 50 of their 62 actual units, and the rest were, of course, all skeletons. And she managed to retreat successfully. So, you know what? Whatever. We took out your sirens. We took out your commanders. All you really have now is your god. And some Ictocentaurs. I'm not too worried about that. Alright, Cursed Water. But I'd like to hear in the comments, for those of you who are better at the game than I am, what is a good way of dealing with that scenario I just found? Because really, it was pretty rough. Okay, the Asp Turtles were supposed to go first, but that's okay because the Morvoks have magical weapons and can take out the Shades pretty handily. Looks like the Asp Turtles want to get on the wall, which is not what I would have wanted for them, but... No, we just lost a Morvok. I feel like we've lost several. The skeletons are proving to be a formidable wall, but now we're getting around them. Well, no, not really. Come on, guys, move forward. Take out the mages. There you go. There you go. I'm not sure what's happening here with our main army. We're doing okay. We're taking them off the walls. So these skeletons put up... I mean, these are just the cheapest of the cheap long dead, and they are putting up a spirited effort against our elite and blessed Morvok Knights with experience and everything and frost weapons, although probably that doesn't hurt skeletons. Yeah, they're cold resistant. So they're actually a pretty good, despite being weak overall, they're a pretty good foil for our Morvok Knights. What's really surprising, though, is they're actually killing some of them. And we are victorious. So we didn't lose any of our commanders. We only lost 4 people total. And we won the castle and the throne with it. Grey Mountains, a storm has struck. Tears of the Pantocrator, tax plus 200%. Aw, yeah, that's sweet, sweet gold. So we lost one of our scouts. We took out 2 more of our lay scouts. Oceania is still breached. We are under siege in Grey Mountains. Okay. Where is that? Oh. What in the world? 10 air elementals? Did I miss this battle? Oh, Battle in Grey Mountains. So, 2 Windmasters, a bunch of air elementals. Wow, they wrecked us. They totally wrecked us. They took out even a Morgan champion. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Air elementals are ethereal, and as you can see here, they're very proficient. I think they'd even take out a large army. I am not entirely sure what to do there. Grey Mountains was pretty good for us because it was our... You know what I might have to do is that Earth Attack spell. That might be helpful because if we take out their Windmaster, and there's only one of them, right? There's 2 of them, but if we could take out these 2 guys, then the air elementals won't have leadership, and they'll just run. And we could take the province back. Hoo boy, okay. So our Morgans are just here sitting on Ivermark, and I'm going to let them continue doing that. They're not going to do anything to lower the defense, but there's nothing else I can do with them. I guess I can move them into Lake Vastness. But, alright, so Pelagia has taken Shadowsea back. That's Blue Desert that they took from us. Okay. Actually, they actually made my job easier. They took Cerulean Sea. Or they didn't take it, but they reinforced it, which helps me a lot, because that means Serenity is completely undefended, which means our leftovers... Oh, I can't... But they don't have a leader. Shoot. Shoot. Alright, well, Faraway Sea... I mean, they're going to take it no matter what, but I'll put some province defense in there just to avoid getting that message that says, it was undefended and taken by our enemies. But there's a huge army here in Green Sea ready to answer Zelda's call, if she can make it there. She could go to Dagathia, but I think it'd be safer to go to Griffa. Xanthrast, in any normal situation, we'd be able to take it easily and without trouble, but I'm just afraid that by the time we're ready to take it, R'lyeh will be there. And again, I'm not really into harming Pelagia at this moment. They're kind of helping me in a way. Alright, Boat Eater, what do we got? 83 units, Dispossessed Spirits, Long Deads, and Ictiads. So mostly crap units. And unlike the god of Oceania, Takultu the Starspawn probably can't just scale spam forever. So they're done for. I don't expect much from them. Maybe a turn to siege it, and then we'll send Bethusma in there to take it. And they don't have much here. Like, if I had a smaller army, I'd take out some of these side provinces, but I really don't. I do have these guys here. Yarbonels. I think his plan was to take Green Waters. Or at least just put it under siege. He has 75 troops. I mean, it's a risk. It's always a risk, because their province defense might be formidable. But we'll see. And we got to just keep these under wraps. In fact, we're just going to leave Oceania. Thalassa. She could take out air elementals. But she can't go on land. Oh, Thalassa cannot leave the sea. Oh, well. We need to get her to, I guess, Hippocampus Fortune. It'll take a while to get there. But we'll figure it out. Alright, good. Alright, so we're gonna switch to patrol mode here. And we're going to go back to our standard formation. So we're gonna move our Morvox into the back. And our Asp Turtles into the front here. And everyone's going to hold. Except, well, our Morvox can hold too, why not? I don't want them to get stuck. Let's put them, like, here. Because, yeah, we see how they kind of ride into the back and then don't go anywhere. Okay, very good. This place is settled. I just need Nagofa here to claim the throne. Which throne is it, by the way? The High Throne. That's great for us, right? Because what do we need more than anything else in the world? Dominion spread. And what does this give more than anything else in the world? Dominion spread. So that's perfect for us. We also gained a whole bunch of cool stuff. In fact, are one of you guys not as useful as the other? Legion of Steel. Marble Warriors, but he's out of gems, so he can't cast Marble Warriors anyway. We need to get him some gems. We do have a laboratory here, but either way, I'm going to let him... He is going to build a temple. Man, look at our cash flow. We have just the worst cash flow. We get earth gems from caves in the deep. The water and earth from Sunken Island. That's actually a great one. There are 4 total gems. 1 nature gem. Another astral pearl. Another astral pearl and water gem. This is a great province. Let's bump up the defense as high as we can get it. I really should be spending this money with buying more Morgans, but again, this is our throne here. So if we don't hold this, we might as well kiss the whole thing goodbye. And he's going to come up to bottomless. The Darks could use a bit more province defense, honestly. Alright. You notice our Dominion is spreading, though. It's like little tendrils of Dominion that are sticking out here. Good water could definitely serve to be upgraded. So the reason why our money's all going away, in case you're wondering, is because we're recruiting troops on repeat everywhere, pretty much. Which is great, but it also means we have to get our troops together somehow. Yuki Sada, he just has shrimp. That's all he's got. But is shrimp enough, for example, to take Alluvia? It depends on what kind of province defense they have, really. But we'll give it a try. We're not going to move Sadakata, though. He's not ready. And Tigernach, you're definitely not going to be... We need to move you somewhere else. Like maybe Atlantis. Because there's not going to be enough troops generated here to support 3 different commanders. Maybe magic support for this army? We don't really need to research anymore. We've researched everything we really want and need. So what would we get out of these guys? They all can liquid body. Well, they all can frozen. That's basically it. Liquid bodying and frozen hearting. The earth is not that useful to us. Just 1 earth. Alright. And... yeah, they'll all just be right in the middle of the... shrimp. Although once the shrimp attack, they're going to be pretty vulnerable. But not to like a few shamblers. So a little bit of magic support never hurt anybody. We're getting a new army up in Ys with Princess Bubblegum. We made the Helmet of Perfection for her. See, this is a weird helmet. I actually had the same problem in my Uruk campaign because it's a great helmet for a thug because it has awe. In fact, a lot of awe. Like some things only have awe 1, awe 2. This has awe 5. It also has eye vengeance. So if someone attacks the person wearing this and they fail a magic resistance roll, they'll have their eyes put out. They'll be blinded. So this is an excellent thug helmet. But it's also a really inspiring helmet. Like, it's better than the regular inspiring helmet. So I'm honestly not sure. I think for a thug, the horror helmet is still better. Because it might cause a chain route. So I'm going to give Bubblegum the Helmet of Perfection. Now, one thing worth noting is this is an artifact. It's a unique artifact. So if we lose it, if this army dies in battle and our enemies take this, I don't think we can forge another one. So that's just something worth noting. Although, again, Princess Bubblegum, her job is just to stay alive. She's going to be liquid bodying and mist forming, and just, I think I have her lightning bolting. So I guess the girdle. Alright, she'll take the girdle, and Felchin we'll take the pot of food. Alright. Felchin also has the green dragon scale. Just gives him some extra morale. And he's got the horn that causes panic on the enemy and breaks enemy walls down. So I'm doing something a little strange here. Although I might want to give these guys to Felchin. Let's see who has better morale versus Felchin and Una. Alright, it is Felchin. So I was going to have Una have her guardians and do her thug thing, but also hang out with the army. And then I was going to have her lead the other Morvoks. But it seems like Felchin's a better choice. We did just recruit a bishop fish. Not recruit, but summon. So that this army could have a divine blessing. That way he'll get all of our Morvoks at once. And that's this guy. So you know what I'm going to do? This is a little strange, I'll grant. But when all was said and done with my Uruk campaign, there was a whole page left of names. And I know this series is almost done too, but I didn't know until just yesterday that the Uruk series was going to end without those people being named. So, to fulfill my obligations, I will name commanders after those people on the list. Just give me a second to find it. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I don't have it. It's not printed out. So, we'll wait on that. But I will do that, though, in next episode. But meanwhile, who is this bishop fish going to be? We've already got the Pope. We've already got the bishop. So this, I guess, is going to have to be the patriarch. Alright, we have the patriarch, the bishop fish. And his deal is just to divine bless. And you know what? I can command the rest of this now, but essentially, ladies and gentlemen, next episode we'll be assaulting Bone Eater. Hopefully, if we can get it whittled down within one turn, we can storm it in the same episode. And at that point, I think we should be good, right? So we have 3 thrones. We need 5 to become god. We're going to get 4 with the high throne. So yeah, so taking Bone Eater will win the series for us. And we have marrow all over the damn place. I mean, look at just marrow all over. Need to move them someplace useful, like... Well, they really need to go to Green Sea, but this guy can't get there. So instead, we're going to move them up to bolster our forces to the north. Or should I move them... Yeah, actually, we should move them to Ys to march out with Princess Bubblegum. That makes more sense. Alright, Sea of Silence, I thought for a second was safe. Hey, that was a lot of S's right there. Actually, it is. White Lake we still have, because of all of our mages who helped. But they're moving to Sothalar, so maybe in the next turn we'll lose White Lake, but that'll still give Tractor enough time to search for death sites in Sea of Silence. And if we're lucky, Pelagia will move against... Well, they really can't though, can they? Because unless they send this whole army to their capital, the only neighboring province they have is me in Faraway Sea. But if I could move out of here, they could take this, and then maybe it'll be a battle royale between these two, while we just kind of comfortably come and steal Boat Eater way up here, which isn't really relevant in the scheme of the campaign, but is actually right next to R'lyeh's capital. They've actually done a pretty good job keeping their homelands safe from invasion. Yeah, because they have all of this. All this that we can't see here, this is all R'lyeh. Xibalba's not worth much, and Pelagia is over down here, which is kind of on their periphery, pretty far away from their capital. So R'lyeh is doing pretty well. But anyway, folks, we're almost at 40 minutes, so once again, I am Marcus Aurelius. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.